How's it going, everybody? Starwin here with another speedrun submission, but today I have something a little bit different. I am traditionally known as a horror speedrunner, but I also run Metal Gear games on the side. So I present to you Metal Gear 80% NTSC. So, little rundown on Metal Gear. A lot of people are really familiar with the NES Metal Gear. This game is not that. This is the actual, real first release of Metal Gear, which came out on the MSX computer in Japan. It's one of the main reasons why we didn't see here in the States. So we had Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, and then we had Metal Gear Solid. In America, we had Metal Gear, Snake's Revenge, which is whatever, and Metal Gear Solid. So we didn't see these games stateside until I think Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence came out, which they were just kind of like on a bonus disc. So about the category, I run 80% NTSC. So if I was running the PAL version, Snake just runs significantly faster. The game feels better, just all around. On the NTSC version, it runs at 60 FPS to kind of make up for the lack of speed. But the more popular system to run this game is the PAL. So running on a PAL PS2. I'm perfectly content with running NTSC. I don't need a PAL PS2 because I really would have no use for it except for probably Metal Gear games like Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. But that's why I run NTSC. So pretty much it's the exact same run. It's a little slower. But all right, let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, 3, a 2, a 1, and a go. So, already from the get-go, if you've only played the NES Metal Gear, it's like, oh look, Snake is coming in from the water and not the air, not being dropped into a mishmash forest area. Like, nope, you already started the base, which is super nice. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to farm some rations, because rations magically appear for no reason. You pick up the ration, you leave the truck, you go back in, another ration. It's an anomaly to gaming. Next, we're going to grab this key card. Key cards are very, very important items. They open all the doors in the game, but instead of just having one key card that opens all the doors, we're just going to have 8 individual ones, and we have to know which key will open what door. So right now it's easy because we only have one, but gradually, as the game goes on, we're going to get up to 8, and it's like, well, which one opens this one? It gets kind of frustrating. It takes a toll on the memory. But hey, that's how we do things in the speedrun biz. So, throughout the run, you're going to see me sneak past enemies, knock guards unconscious. You also see me actually just trigger alerts, because it's a lot quicker to get through a room that way. We're not going for Big Boss, so we can take as many alerts as we want. This game is actually notoriously hard to get a Big Boss ranking in, because I think it's like a limit of 2 alerts, and you have one forced alert that you have to take. Alright. Got some motion cameras. The crazy thing about this game is Snake's hitbox is very unique, and the enemy's line of sight is very unique. So enemy's line of sight is a straight line, just straight line. And Snake's hitbox is only from his belt buckle and below, so his legs and his feet. So if I go in front of a guard, and he sees only my torso, it won't trigger an alert because he technically can't see me. So we're going to be coming up to a spot where you're going to see that in action. It's like, why can't he see you? It's obvious you're right there. It's like, no, technically I'm not. Punch this guy. He doesn't know what's going on. In Metal Gear 2, they actually add, like, the guards, like, shaking their heads so you actually know that they're stunned. Here, it's just like, okay, he stopped moving. Go fast. Alright, so right here, you're gonna see this second guard. I'm gonna punch this first one, but this second guard should be able to see me, but he doesn't. Just walk right past him. This guard, however, I am gonna let him see me, because I want to just run into this room real quick, trigger that alert. If I would have had, like, let's just say this. If the camera sees me in this area, it's really bad, because the alert won't stop, and the alert doesn't stop for a long time. Punch this guy twice, and we should be able to just walk past this guy without him seeing us. Yep. Punch that guy in the booty. That guy just keeps getting hit. He doesn't know what's going on. Alright, so now we have keycard 2. And we need to go free this hostage as well. I've saved 2 hostages so far. I think it's either every 4 or every 5, I can't remember. Hostage you save, you get a class up and a health increase. You also get a little bit of a health recovery as well. Class is very, very, very important. You need to be at least class 4 by the end of the game, because there's this lady named Jennifer who only likes real soldiers, and she's only going to give the rocket launcher, which is the only thing that can damage Big Boss, to people that are class 4. So we have to save as many hostages as we can and make sure we don't accidentally kill any either, which that is a situation that will happen. So this is the 3rd guy. So yeah, it's every 5. It's every 5 hostages. Well, before we move on to the next area, we have to deal with our first boss fight. Well, this really isn't a boss fight per se. It's just a room with 4 guards in it, and these guys are known as the 4 Horsemen. We treat it as a boss fight because it's a very dangerous area where if you do die, you do have to do a lot of backtracking. We do not want to do that. So we're just gonna make sure we stay inside the enemy, because if you're taking damage from the enemy's hitbox, it does significantly less damage than taking an actual bullet. Alright, switch back to keycard 1. See, we're already having to switch back and forth between keycards. It's just a constant changing of keycards. And it, like I said, just gets worse and worse and worse. Like in Metal Gear Solid, they improved that. They were like, oh, you have keycard 1 and you found keycard 2? Well, now you have a card that can open both. Punch that guy because I don't like how he shoots me. And I do not want to take any more damage right now. Go ahead and switch to keycard 2. And here we go, next room. This guy, we're just going to hug this tank and punch him. Like I said, can't see you. Inside here for these cameras see us, and we're gonna save our 5th hostage. Get some life back, life increase, and a class up. We're just gonna wait for this camera to get behind that box, then we're gonna do the same thing with this one. Disrupt their line of sight so we can keep sneaking. Like I said, you're gonna see a lot of sneaking. You'll see a lot of just me running past enemies, because you know that's how traditional Metal Gear works. Just sneak past enemies, but there's just a lot of spots where it's just like, screw it, who cares? Now we got the submachine gun, which is a blessed item. And if we have good movement, we can just get past this guy without triggering an alert. And, we got caught. Fish and mailed, GG, runs over. All of our stuff is gone. A good thing we have magic explosive hands that can bust down walls. And here's Gray Fox. Gray Fox, looking kind of blue, not very gray. Gray Fox, of course, is the cyborg vision in Metal Gear Solid. And in Metal Gear 2, you actually have the infamous minefield boss fight with him. That's not until the 2nd game. We're playing the 1st game, so let's get the 1st game done. We're going to go ahead and we're going to farm some ammo here, because we're going to take advantage of the game just respawning everything, essentially, when you leave a room. And then we're going to fight the Shotmaker. This man just won't lose. He doesn't lose fights. He has the best gun ever. He has a shotgun, and I have a submachine gun. But too bad, I'm going to get right next to him, and he's not even going to touch us. That was Shotmaker. Kind of a lackluster boss fight. Really, dog? That's how you feel? Alright. So we have like a little maze here. We're trying to get to the bomb blast suit. A very stupid item that we need for literally like half a second. We need to use all these C4 at certain spots so we can get to that door that's in the middle. Now we got a dog chasing us, which is, it's a common thing that happens. If there's a dog on screen, when you transition to another screen, a dog will spawn behind Snake. But as long as I run off the screen in a certain way, the dogs will never catch up to me. I'll even have time to place some C4 without them ever attacking me. You can still shoot the dogs if you want to. It's not really a big deal. But save the animals. Don't gotta kill the dog unless I have to. I have to kill like one dog in the entire run. I don't want to kill more. It's not nice. So the way this trick, like this manipulation works, if I need to bomb a wall, let's say to this next screen, I need to bomb the wall. I need to bomb the wall to the left. So if I leave the screen while I'm on the right, the dog will spawn on the right, and then he'll always stay on the right. But the dog didn't spawn right there because both of those dogs went off screen, so we have to deal with them. Alright. No, key card 3. I need the submachine gun, because this dog, sadly, is in our way. Gotta give him a bullet. I need my health. And I only have so many rations right now. I just can't eat it for no reason. Alright. Next room. Now we're on a mission of get a parachute. And after that, we're gonna go have a nice little rooftop battle with the Hind D. Dodge that camera. This guy's gonna feel asleep, which I'm very sad that they... in this version, it's like, yawn, I feel sleepy. And of course, the NES version, notorious for the I feel asleep with its bad translations. Right here, we're just kind of going through these this laser grid. You're supposed to have, like, goggles or something to be able to see where the lasers are at, but you know the pattern never changes. Just kind of go on about your business, and you don't have to worry about picking up a useless item. And we're going to save another hostage, and then we're going to have another boss fight. We're going to be fighting Machine Gun Kid. He's the dude with the machine gun. He fires it. That's about it. And we're going to fight him like he's going to fight us, and that is with the machine gun. Hi, Machine Gun Kid. How you doing? And that's Machine Gun Kid. Boss fights in this game don't last long. Hardest thing about this game is getting caught. Getting caught in a bad situation. And scorpions. Yes, I said scorpions. Scorpions are the scariest, probably the scariest thing in this game. You'll see soon enough, I promise. The terror of spooky red scorpions with venom. Alright, now that we have everything to move on to the next building, we're going to go up to the rooftop and we're going to have a little forced alert section. Oh yeah, first things first, we have to use the bomb blast suit, that really important item that we had to use all that C4. Alright. Here's the... Okay, there we go, and we don't need it anymore. You seriously need it because the wind current is so strong, it blows Snake bad. And if you have the bomb blast suit on, he's heavy enough to where he can walk through the wind. And it's like, why is the wind strong at that one spot? And that's it. Just, it's really silly. Alright, forced alert with these jetpack dudes. Let's switch to the grenade launcher for the Hind D fight. That guy actually hit me, wow. And here's the Hind D fight. I'll let it speak for itself. And that's the Hind D fight. Easy as it sounds, it can't shoot you from right there and you just sit there and throw grenades at it. That's it. Alright, now we're going to parachute down, back down to the ground, and we're going to make our way to the second building. First things first, though, I'm going to go ahead and equip this ration. We're going to be at a... This area actually is a minefield. And right here, when I come out, I'm going to get hit by it. So I want to make sure I have my rations equipped so I can actually tank the damage. No matter what, you will get hit by that mine when you come back out. For some reason, when you go into the truck, the mine doesn't, like, hit you. It doesn't go off, but when you go back out, it always goes off. And we get a little bit of a health upgrade as well. Stupid dog, making me look bad. And these guys are just gonna stand there and be dumb. Alright. Now this is the farming section of the game. We're gonna farm some plastic explosives. We're gonna need this for later on. There's gonna be another area where we're gonna need to bomb walls. And we also need plastic explosives for the final boss. Now, we're going to come up here. Go into this truck, and there's some rations. We're going to farm up to 9 rations, because we need it for a lot of damage boosting parts, and we need them to guarantee death warps. So, which I'll explain once we get there. The death warps involve scorpions. It's a very fun strat. If you speedrun the NES version, there's a lot of death warps in that game, and sadly, the death warps you can do in that game, you can't do in this game. Like Snake being able to eat underwater, yeah, they don't get to do that. Alright. No, I need this, and I need the enemy uniform. So we have our 9 rations. Hopefully we don't get hit by a tank bullet. Good. Now we gotta fight this tank. This boss fight is kind of easy. Just gonna get hit by his bullet, and we're gonna use our invincibility frame to just walk right through him. So that's the tank boss fight. These guys can't tell that I'm Snake because I am wearing a uniform. But now we have another boss. This is the Bulldozer, the Road Roller Dog. Good. Nice. You always want to take a step back right there because if you don't, you'll miss your 2 shots and that thing's going to kill you. That thing just one-shots you. If you don't kill it quick enough, it's too bad. you lose. Alright, I need to punch this guy in the back of the head. And we're gonna grab this antenna. This is gonna allow us to talk to Jennifer, the lady that only likes big, strong soldiers that are class 4. She doesn't want to give away her rocket launcher to any Joe Schmo. And now we are heading back to the rooftop. This is the Building 2 rooftop. And we need to get keycard 5. This is one of the areas that has another forced alert. Free this guy. Still got 3 hostages. We still need to get that class 4. Most of this is just kind of waiting for enemies to stop shooting. Gonna be tanking a few things as well. Like I said, just running into the enemies is way better than getting shot. Make sure we don't die. Come in here and grab the key card. Hopefully these guys stay right on me so I only take body damage and not bullet damage, which I did. It's really good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's like bullet hell, but not. Oh god, don't shoot me. Ouch, that sucks, okay. Alright, that terrible area is done. But now we need to go to the basement. Basement has keycard 6. And more dogs. Don't worry, I'm not gonna shoot the dogs. I'm done with that. We're also going to be dealing with yet another gas room. This is where the keycard thing starts getting tricky, so we're already going back to keycard 1. That's, kind of annoying. We have to switch to the gas mask, then we have to switch out of the gas mask to open up this door. Constantly just taking damage because this game's really good. This game is really good. It's just this part is just mildly irritating. And now we're gonna be fighting Fire Trooper. Actually need to use a ration because I'm just gonna walk through them, and Fire Trooper's gonna live to see another day. Now we're coming to what I consider the hardest area in the game. Because triggering alert, the alert just goes on forever, and we do not want that to happen. A lot of stuff we're going to be doing here. We're going to be getting the rocket launcher. We're going to be saving our last hostage. last 2 hostages, actually. Farming some ammo for the rocket launcher, and then moving on to the final area, which has the super deadly red scorpions of death. This is a fun little room. Switch to keycard 3. I'm gonna punch this guy. If he drops a ration, that's good. Doesn't have to, because we do, like I said, we farmed everything, and we just have full health. That guy right there will actually explain to you that Jennifer will only talk to real soldiers. Now that we're a real soldier, we're gonna talk to her. She's like, I prepared a rocket launcher for you. Let's go. Hey, ration, nice. Rocket launcher, we're gonna be able to kill the twin Arnolds, which are those 2 robot-looking dudes you probably saw in the little hub area. Okay. These guys right here. But sadly, we don't have enough ammo to kill them. They take 4 rocket shots to kill, so we need to get some ammo. This is where one of the big differences in the route would change if you were doing Big Boss, because here, this room up here has some guards in it, and they are going to automatically trigger an alert every time we walk into this room. And we need to come into this room 3 times. Yes, for some reason, coming into the room and turning right just has the perfect sprite fire that kills both the guards pretty easy. Alright, now we got enough ammo for the rocket launcher and our submachine gun for the rest of the run. Hey, another ration. These guys are being real nice. Punch this guy. We're gonna punch this guy. Punch that guy. That's fine. The rest of this area is pretty simple. First, we need to kill the twin Arnolds. That's 2. Let him walk back a little bit. That's, he's gone. That's 2. Let him walk back a bit. You guys are really, really annoying to deal with sometimes. Alright, we need to go in here too, because we need the compass. Compass is very important to us right now. Another door that we need Jennifer to open. We don't have the compass, we actually can't get to the final area. Which, now that we're done with this hellish area, we can move on. Honestly, triggering the alert here with this many rations is probably a lot quicker. Not having to sneak and punch guards. The only crappy thing is, if you die in this area, you have to do the whole area all over again, because, like I said, checkpoints work with elevators. And there's some checkpoints that aren't elevators too, but it's mainly elevators. And then they're nice enough to give you a room like this with one of these stupid things in a pit that comes into the floor. It's really, really silly. Alright. So we're going to be popping out in a spot where it should look kind of familiar. Be able to tell what it is soon, I promise. We're back here. This time we're going to be going up. We're going to keep going north. That guy was going up to chase me, but he just stopped. Alright, now we're coming to the scariest part of the run. We have deadly, venomous scorpions. If you get touched by one of these guys, you'll slowly start losing your health. Slowly start draining your health. You get really close to them, they get hyper aggressive. Like they jet for you. They want you dead. We got pretty good Scorpion RNG. The good thing is that's the only time where I'm really gonna have to deal with them in that way, where I need to shoot them. Alrighty. So now we have the longest elevator in the world. Metal Gear Solid 3 has the longest ladder in the world. This is the longest elevator in the world. Mainly because it's so slow. I guess Metal Gear Solid, like, 1 has slow elevators, like when you're going to Vulcan Raven, but this is excruciating sometimes, just having to deal with this crap. This is actually the final area. We'll be coming back here after we get keycard 8. The main reason we can't finish the game is we do not have keycard 8. And that is where we are going now. We have to actually backtrack through the Scorpions, which, you know, it's kind of annoying. And then after that, we fight one more boss. His name is Dirty Duck. And then we'll make our way back here, and then we'll do the Metal Gear fight and the big boss fight. We're near the end of the run. We're about 80% done. 7 rations left. Guards dropping the rations really did help a lot. I will say that much. Alright. So right here, this is where we're going to start doing our quote-unquote death warp. It's more so not a death warp, it's just taking a death to Scorpions. So we're going to get hit. We're going to slowly start losing our health. You know, this prevents us having to go through here and having to shoot all the Scorpions. You know, it gets kind of annoying. And then we're going to come up right here. And we're going to take a death right there. Because when we do continue, look at where we're at. Right here. Oh yeah, snake can't eat underwater. I forget this. Supposed to use like a Nikita missile to kill that thing, or to turn off the electricity floor, but that's boring. There's Dirty Duck. We're gonna leave the room, and we're gonna come back in the room, then we're gonna fire a rocket. And fire one more. And he's dead, yay! What's crazy is one of these hostages are actually Jennifer's brother. If he dies, you just lose, like, all your respect. I don't wanna die here. 12 plastic explosives. I'm gonna go and farm a couple of more because we need 16 plastic explosives to kill Metal Gear, and that's actually the only thing that can destroy Metal Gear. I'm just gonna walk past these jabronis. Keep it at 6. Like I said, farm a couple of these bad boys. Our way back through the Scorpions. And again, we are going to walk through the Scorpions. The main objective is to get to the room with the elevator and then die. Elevator. Get in the elevator, make sure we hit a checkpoint, and then we're gonna fall in the pit. So, we're not really using the Scorpions to lower our health. It's just that running through it is just way quicker. And just taking the venom is way quicker. Because the real thing that kills you is the pit, it's not the venom. Alright, final area. This is where Big Boss is going to be calling us on the codec, being like, "Oh no, turn off your game. Don't come down here." Big Boss is a bad boy. He's been the one doing all this evil stuff all along. He's such a jerk. And he's nice enough to give us a lot of booby traps up to Metal Gear. For example, we have gas rooms. We have a door that leads to a pit, so we have to bomb a hole. And then there's still a pit. Yeah, that's... Big Boss is a silly boy. And then we have a gas room with mines. And last but not least, we're just gonna equip these, and we're just gonna tank this right here, and then we're gonna fight Metal Gear. Here we go. So this is easily one of the more frustrating things to deal with in this game. So his weak spot is his feet, but you have to bomb his feet in a very specific order. So if you don't come in here with the right amount of plastic explosive, you can't beat the boss. Alright, 4 more and he is donezo. Rockets, because now we gotta fight good old Big Boss. So we're just gonna stand right here and shoot rockets and tank his bullets, and that's the fight. Like I said, boss fights in this game are so easy. And we go up the left ladder, and we complete our mission. Just like that, Snake successfully completes his mission. Operation N313, a complete success. Metal Gear has been destroyed. What else can happen now? No big deal, job done. He's coming back. Alright. And then we get this little transceiver that goes to the credits. Large earthquake, blah, 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 blah. And there we go. That was Metal Gear MSX. Definitely, in my opinion, way better than the NES version. But comparably, as speedruns, they're both fantastic games. But, that's it. I've been Starwin. I do hope you take this in consideration for your marathon. 2D Metal Gear has been shown off a few times in big events. It's just as exciting as a 3D Metal Gear, just very underrepresented. But the Metal Gear community is strong, and we would love to have this game in an event, and your event, anybody's event. So, thanks again, everyone, and I will see you in the next submission. Take care, guys.